Today we're going to be reviewing Hitchcock, which is about the period in time where it's just after North by Northwest has come out and Alfred Hitchcock is looking for his next movie and he wants to do something a little bit different, so he decides to make Psycho, which is, he's read the book, he's really intrigued by it, but the network, the movie company, they don't want him to make Psycho.
So it's set in the 60s, all the cars they show are 60s, and the fashion, it's all 60s. It was alright, it was pretty boring, but it worked. I think they did a pretty good job showing the life of the time of Hitchcock at that time.
He took a bit of a risk in taking Psycho on. The networks, they looked at the first screen, they didn't really like it. It was headed towards television, but like he stuck to his guns. They weren't even going to finance it, he had to self-finance it himself. Get like a, take a mortgage out on the house, whatever they did. He and his wife Alma, who was played by Helen Mirren. And like there's a lot of stuff that happened. He didn't want music over the shower scene, but luckily he was talked into it. And that's like one of the most famous, iconic scenes of the movie now. So it's a good thing he listened to his audio music person. Now
the movie showed a lot of intimacy issues that they had. They didn't sleep in the same bed. They slept on single beds separated by a side table.
That's what happened in the 60s, according to those, anyway, the sitcoms that I've watched. Brady Bunch, they never slept in the same bed. They didn't even go to the toilet. I don't know what they did in the 60s, the poor things.
I was shocked. I mean, they're a couple. And there seems to be no intimacy at all, like no kissing between those two, the main characters.
But I mean, they had been married for like, what, 30, 40 years or whatever? By then, you don't kiss.
I don't know, that's a little odd to me.
And look how fat he was. Like, they wouldn't be able to do it if he wanted to. He wouldn't be able to find his cock.
But I don't think that's how Hitchcock looked. Like, I don't know what he actually looked like.
That is how he looked.
But did he just talk like this all the time?
Yes. Yes. It's a pretty good...
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Because I was like, why isn't his lip moving?
He did. If you watch a video of Alfred Hitchcock, that's what he was like. And that's what he looked like as well. Like, they got his, like, the shadow and all that. Anthony Hopkins, of course, isn't as fat as the real Hitchcock. He was under a lot of prosthetic makeup, which was really good too, wasn't it? Like, you couldn't tell that he was wearing...
I thought Mrs. Doubtfire was better.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God, I did not know Mr. Hitchcock looked like that. And throughout the whole movie, his face didn't move much. He was just like this. Like anyways, so if you think so, then whatever. But I thought Mrs. Doubtfire was better looking.
So what would you give this movie out of 10?
I think I'll give it a 7. It was a good movie, I think. It was good representation. I felt so. It felt pretty real. And the storyline was alright too.
Yeah, I'll give it maybe a 5 out of 10. I think they did alright. It was a little bit slow and boring, but I was expecting it to be slow and boring, so yeah, wasn't too bad. So let us know what you think of the movie. Make sure you comment below. Yep. Subscribe if you want to see more videos.
And like this, like the video.
Yep. And we'll catch you next time.